We also want to talk about Molson Coors shares closing the day higher, giving back, though, some of its initial gains. You're looking at a pop of just about 3% today. The company clearing up some confusion that had been swirling this morning about a potential activist investor looking to take over the company or take a stake in the company here. The excitement today started from a recap of an analyst note published online, the article highlighting a new risk factor in Coors' SEC filing. So Coors saying in the filing that, quote, shareholder activism efforts or unsolicited offers from a third party could cause a material disruption to its business. But Don Bilson, he's an analyst there behind the initial note, telling Yahoo Finance that the note was misinterpreted. He added that the note in his note here that Coors is a controlled company, meaning that Coors and the Molson families, they pick about 80% of the board. Therefore, an activist takeover would be highly unlikely, Dave.
And Coors reiterating to Yahoo Finance that while there was a change to the risk factors in the filing, that doesn't actually mean there's an active risk or potential sale on the table. A Molson Coors spokesperson telling us via email, quote, we routinely review our risk factors for updating in our SEC filings. There's nothing specific to call out other than that the risk language was prompted by the SEC's new universal proxy rules to which every public company is subject. Coors shares giving back, as we said, some of their gains. They were up 5% at one point, but Seana, that's still a pretty significant gain at nearly 3%, which leads one to believe that investors aren't entirely dismissing the notion of some buyer flying around. That's based on no other news. There is no other news related to Molson Coors, no upgrade. So a nearly 3% gain certainly indicates that investors see something on the horizon. The beer market is certainly not the reason for the excitement.
Yeah, maybe investors got a little bit too hopeful here in terms of what a potential takeover, what that would potentially do with Molson Coors' business. Because when you take a look at even just the 6-month chart, we're looking at a gain of just over 4% over the past year, pretty much equivalent there. Over the past 5 years, we're down about 32%. So I think investors are looking for any sort of way that Molson Coors could potentially boost its business there. Obviously, some of the pressure, some of the challenges that Molson Coors is up against, many of its competitors in this space also facing the same headwinds there. But investors are a little bit too optimistic, I think, about that initial report.
$11 billion market cap, certainly attainable, not to add fuel to the speculation fire, but I just did.